California is suing the Trump administration on average 6 times a month and spending millions of dollars doing it. And we are 1/8 of the way through the president's second term. ABC 10's Becca Habegger joins us live in studio with a look at the cost and also why the Attorney General says they are paying off.
Yeah, Alex, $5 million. That's what California Attorney General Rob Bonta says his office has spent so far suing the Trump administration. We wanted to know the status of those legal battles and how much more the AG plans on spending.
Thank you for joining us as we announce our latest lawsuit against the Trump administration, our 36th lawsuit in 27 weeks.
In a news conference Tuesday, California Attorney General Rob Bonta discussed his latest litigation. He, along with 21 other states and Washington, D.C., is suing to stop a provision in President Trump's so-called Big Beautiful Bill that would block Medicaid reimbursements to Planned Parenthood health centers. U.S. law already prohibits federal dollars from being used for most abortions, so this money would affect other services like cancer screenings, birth control, and STI testing. A federal judge has paused the provision for now, but Bonta is suing to permanently end it.
This provision is a direct attack on access to essential health care for millions who rely on Medicaid. Through our lawsuit, we're asking the court to strike down this harmful law and stop the Department of Health and Human Services from putting it into effect.
I, Donald John Trump.
Earlier this year, anticipating legal battles as President Trump started his second term, the California legislature and Governor Newsom earmarked $25 million for Bonta to take the Trump administration to court. In Trump's first term, California sued the federal government more than 120 times. That's once every 12 days. Cal Matters reports the state won about 2/3 of those lawsuits. As of Tuesday, Bonta has sued Trump 36 times in this second term. That's nearly once every 5 days since Trump returned to office in late January. Cal Matters reports 19 of those lawsuits are still making their way through the legal system. One was dismissed, and in the 16 others, a federal judge issued an injunction blocking the Trump administration while the case is resolved.
A number of these cases protect rights and freedoms that are constitutional rights and freedoms that are priceless.
So far this year, Bonta said in a news conference Monday, his office has spent $5 million fighting the Trump administration and plans on requesting more of its $25 million appropriation.
It's one of the most incredible returns on investment in the history of California. For the cost of $5 million, we've protected about $170 billion of funding that was threatened to be withheld.
He says that amounts to getting more than $30,000 for every dollar spent on lawsuits.
We have also secured restraining orders blocking this presidential administration from suppressing the right to vote and from stripping away birthright citizenship.
Lawsuits that California is leading include: can the Trump administration share Medicaid data with ICE? Did Trump illegally take over California's National Guard? Can Trump's White House force California schools to block transgender athletes from competing in girls' sports? And can the U.S. Department of Education freeze more than $6 billion in education grants weeks before the school year begins? I reached out to the White House for a response to Attorney General Bonta's characterization and quantification of his legal battles against the Trump administration. I did not hear back by deadline.